this video, we will practice on the multiple choice question based on the topic polar form of double integration. अब हम polar form क्यों यूज करते हैं, उसका एक ही कारण है क्योंकि कई बार क्या होता है डबल इंटीग्रेशन एक्स वाई कोऑर्डिनेट के साथ इजीली सॉल्व नहीं होता या फिर वहाँ पे कैलकुलेशन बहुत ज़्यादा कॉम्प्लेक्स हो जाती है, इसलिए हम उसको पोलर फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट करते हैं so that की कैलकुलेशन हमारी सिंपलेस्ट हो सके. Let's understand how we are converting this one. So simply we have a rectangular coordinate xy plane. We switch xy plane to the r theta plane. How to do that? Just take x as equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. Then the double integration of the function xy dx dy, that is converted into double integration. Now function depends upon r and theta, but instead of dx dy it is a Jacobian dr d theta. Now how to calculate the Jacobian? As x y are depending upon r and theta, we can write the Jacobian as partial of xy by partial of r theta. This is basically a determinant, that is partial derivative of x with respect to r, partial derivative of x with respect to theta, partial derivative of y with respect to r, partial derivative of y with respect to theta. x क्या है? r cos theta. What is its derivative with respect to r? That is cos of theta. Partial derivative of x with respect to theta, that is minus r sin theta. Partial derivative of y with respect to r, that is sin theta. Partial derivative of y with respect to theta is r cos theta. Now take its determinant. This is equal to r. So basically this double integration is get converted as a function of r theta, and here we write r d theta. So हम dx dy को replace करेंगे r d theta by using this polar coordinate. So let's understand how to apply this concept by using a MCQs question. For example, the polar form of this integral is what? So यहाँ पे function क्या है? 1. How to convert this into the polar form? Take x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta. This is equal to double integration dx dy is get converted into r dr d theta, and the function is 1. Now we need to find the limit of r and theta. How to find this? Find the limit for r and theta from here. Now inner integration किसके लिए है? That is for the x. Now x की लिमिट क्या है इस केस में? That lies between minus under root 1 minus y square to under root 1 minus y square, and it is a negative but it is a positive. From here पहली इनक्वालिटी से क्या आएगा? x is equal to negative of under root 1 minus y square. Square on both sides. This is x square. On the right side, negative square is positive. Square of root is simple 1. That will give you 1 minus y square. This implies x square plus y square is equal to 1. Even from here, x is equal to under root 1 minus y square implies x square plus y square is equal to 1. तो ये क्या है? This is a circle equation with the radius 1, center at origin. Now range of y की क्या रेंज है? -1 to 1. तो ये भी इंटरसेप्ट कर रहा है -1 to 1 ऑन y एक्सिस. इट मीन्स हमें कंप्लीट सर्कल कंसिडर करना है. विथ द हेल्प ऑफ द आउटर लिमिट हम आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे रीजन कितना है सर्कल का. ऑल्दो clearly from the limits of x it represents the circle equation with radius 1 and center at a 0 0, but क्या हमें पूरा सर्कल लेना है या फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट में मे बी सेमी सर्कल और मे बी द बॉटम सेमी सर्कल। तो ये चीज हमें आइडेंटिफाई करनी है फ्रॉम द लिमिट ऑफ आउटर इंटीग्रल वेरिएबल। लाइक इन दिस केस y कहाँ से कहाँ तक है, -1 to 1, इट मीन्स हमें इंटायर सर्कल लेना है। नाउ फॉर द इंटायर सर्कल व्हाट इज द मिनिमम रेडियस, रेडियस मिनिमम कितना है मीन्स डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम द ओरिजिन 0 and the maximum is 1 theta. Now suppose you want to cover this circle. So here angle is 0, then pi by 2, then pi, then 3 pi by 2 to this 2 pi. So total rotation kitni आई 0 to 2 pi. So this is the limit of r and theta, and the polar form of this one is equal to second and third because both the options are same. Next question is the value of this integral is what? It's a simple integration in polar form. Function is 1. What is the integration of 1 with respect to r? That is r. Limit of r is 0 to cos theta, and the outer integration is as it is d theta. This is equal to 0 to pi by 2 cos theta minus 0 cos theta, and this d theta as it is. What is the integration of cos? That is sin theta. Limits of theta is 0 to pi by 2. This is equal to sin pi by 2 minus sin 0. Sin 0 is 0. Sin pi by 2 1. Hence option C is correct. Next question is what is the polar form of this integral? Now substitute x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta in the function. तो function क्या है x square plus y square. What is x square plus y square? That is r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta. This is equal to r square cos square theta plus sin square theta. Cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. Simply this is equal to r square. So this double integration r square. What is the value of dy dx? That is Jacobian into dr d theta. What is the Jacobian in this case? That is r. So dy dx or dx dy, that is get converted into r dr d theta. तो internal function क्या बना? That is r cube, not r square. Clearly C and D option is incorrect. Now the limit of y is from 0 to root of 1 minus x square. From first one it says that y is equal to 0. From the second one we are getting y square plus x square is equal to 1. जब आप इसका स्क्वायर लोगे तो आपके पास एक सर्कल इक्वेशन आएगी विद रेडियस 1 and center at the origin. Now it say that y lies between 0 to this one. तो y greater than equal to 0 है. तो y greater than equal to 0 कब है? It is above the x-axis. So we just need to work in this direction only. Now what about the x? X कहाँ से कहाँ तक है? -1 to 1. So -1 here and 1 is over here. It means we need to take the upper semicircle rather than the entire circle due to this condition. Now we need to decide the limit for r. Now what is the minimum value of r? R is the distance from the origin. Minimum distance is 0. Maximum distance कितना है origin से? That is 1. Theta. Theta की कितनी rotation हुई है? Starting from this point 0, pi by 2 till pi. So limit for theta is 0 to pi. Hence option B is correct. Moreover, जैसे ही हमने C एंड D डिस्कार्ड की थी तो हम ऑप्शन ए को भी डिस्कार्ड कर सकते थे डायरेक्टली. क्यों? क्योंकि फर्स्ट इंटीग्रल किसके रिस्पेक्ट में है? r के. मीन्स मोस्ट इनर वन इज फॉर द r. लिमिट क्या आ रही है? 0 टू r. r की ही इंटीग्रेशन हो रही है और लिमिट भी r के ऊपर डिपेंड कर रही है. दैट इज कंप्लीटली इनकरेक्ट. Hence A is also discarded. Only B is correct. Next question is, what is the value of this double integration? Options are pi, pi by 4, pi by 2, pi by 8. तो जब भी आपके पास ऑप्शंस में पाई अवेलेबल हो तो एक वहां पे डायरेक्ट हिंट मिलता है दैट अप्लाई पोलर कोऑर्डिनेट. सेकेंड हिंट कहाँ से अवेलेबल होगा? दैट इज एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई स्क्वायर. थर्ड हिंट कहाँ से आएगा? दैट इज फ्रॉम द रीजन. अगर ये रीजन देखोगे अगेन वी आर गेटिंग अ सर्कल फ्रॉम हियर. तो ये रिसेंटली हमने किया है y is greater than equal to 0 and y is less than equal to under root 1 minus x square. ये क्या है? This is a circle that is x square plus y square is equal to 1 or less than equal to 1. From here y is must greater than equal to 0 means above the x-axis and the circle with the center 0 with radius 1. X lies between 0 to 1. Ab rather than semicircle, it is the further one half of the semicircle only in a first quadrant because of the range of x that is from 0 to 1. Now in this case, double integration, this function is r square because x square plus y square is r square. When we put x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta. Dx dy is get converted into r dr d theta. What is the limit of r? Minimum distance from the origin is 0 and the maximum distance for the r is 1 because this is with the radius 1. Theta. Theta is total rotation for this shaded region that is from 0 to pi by 2. So this is equal to double integration for the r limits are 0 to 1 for theta 0 to pi by 2 r cube dr d theta. Now how to evaluate this? लिमिट्स क्या है इंटीग्रेशन की? कांस्टेंट. अब इस फंक्शन को हम टू फंक्शंस में ब्रेक कर सकते हैं, वन एज अ फंक्शन ऑफ आर, अनदर एज अ फंक्शन ऑफ थीटा. आर का फंक्शन क्या है? आर क्यूब. थीटा का फंक्शन दैट इज 1. सो आर क्यूब की इंटीग्रेशन क्या है? आर रेज टू पावर 4 by 4 into 1 की इंटीग्रेशन विद रिस्पेक्ट टू थीटा इज थीटा. Limits of theta is 0 to pi by 2 and the limit of r is 0 to 1. हम ये डायरेक्ट तभी लिख सकते हैं जब कांस्टेंट लिमिट्स हो एंड फंक्शन को हम ब्रेक कर सकते हैं एज अ फंक्शन ऑफ r and theta, otherwise it is not possible. This is equal to, substitute upper limit and lower limit. This is 1 by 4 into theta as pi by 2. Hence answer is pi by 8. Next question is, if the region is bounded by these curve, what is the limit for the theta? तो clearly limit theta की पूछी गई है, तो it means we need to get converted into polar form. सबसे पहले यहाँ से हम circle define करते हैं. This is x square plus y square greater than equal to 4. It means it is a circle with a radius 2. Suppose this is a circle with a radius 2. Now it says that x square plus y square is greater than equal to 4. It means we need to decide which one is the reason. तो यहाँ से आप सिंपल पॉइंट पिक करो. सपोज 0 0. क्या 0 0 इसको सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है? इज 0 plus 0 is greater than equal to 4? No. It means origin is not the part of this reason. Hence we need to take the outer reason. Second is x square plus y square is less than equal to 25. So it is a radius 5. Suppose we have circle here. This is with the radius 5. Now less than equal to means inside of this one. So bounded region we are getting as this as a disk. Now there is another two condition that is very important. X is greater than equal to 0, y is greater than equal to 0. अगर x greater than equal to 0 है, y greater than equal to 0 है, it means we need to work only in a first quadrant. So rather than taking an entire disk, we just need to take only in the first quadrant. Now the question is, what is the limit of theta in this case? If you want to cover this disk only in a first quadrant, तो total rotation कितनी हुई है? That is from 0 to pi by 2. Hence option A is करेक्ट. सो इस क्वेश्चन में मेन पॉइंट क्या था? दीज टू कंडीशंस. सो डू नॉट नेग्लेक्ट दीज टू कंडीशन, दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज for the substitution x plus y is equal to u, x minus 2y is equal to v, then which of the following is true? तो यहाँ पे ऑप्शंस में है क्या? दिस इज dx dy, dx dy, du dy, du dy. तो ये टर्म्स कहाँ यूज होती हैं? दैट इज यूज्ड इन अ डबल इंटीग्रेशन. सो अगर आपको dx dy को कन्वर्ट करना है uv फॉर्मेट में, तो हम क्या लिखते हैं? दिस इज गेट कन्वर्टेड इनटू जैकोबियन du dv. और अगर आपको du dv को xy में कन्वर्ट करना है, देन जैकोबियन dx dy. यहाँ पे डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल कौन है? डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल इज u एंड v, बिकॉज u एंड v की वैल्यू हमें गिवन है इन टर्म्स ऑफ x एंड y. सो व्हाट इज अ जैकोबियन इन दिस केस? जैकोबियन इन दिस केस इज partial of uv by partial of xy, that is determinant partial derivative of u with respect to x, partial derivative of u with respect to y, partial derivative of v with respect to x, partial derivative of v with respect to y. This is equal to, what is a partial derivative of u with respect to x? u क्या है? x plus y. its derivative with respect to x is 1. then with respect to y is 1. then v का derivative with respect to x 1 and v का derivative with respect to y is minus 2. Take the determinant, that is minus 2 minus 1 is equal to minus 3. It means uv को हम convert कर रहे हैं dx dy में with Jacobian minus 3. क्या ये option available है? Yes. Next question is, if A is equal to this, where R is a region bounded by these two circles, then the area in polar form is given by what? Now in this case, function is 1, dx dy is get converted as r dr d theta because we are using a polar coordinate, और Jacobian उस केस में क्या है? R. So that is also available in each and every option. We need to judge the limit for r and theta. सर्कल क्या है? विद रेडियस a, सेंटर एट द ओरिजिन. दिस इज द रेडियस b, सेंटर एट द ओरिजिन. वेयर a is greater than b means the outer circle with radius a and the inner circle with radius b. So here I have taken a two circle. Its radius is b, whereas for the outer one the radius is a. Bounded by these two circle means between these two circle, but the requirement is its polar form, not exactly the area. So minimum value of r, that is a distance from the origin, that is b, and the maximum value of r is a. So we need a limit from b to a, not from a to b. So hence this is discarded and this is discarded. Now the limit for theta, as it is not mentioned that x is greater than or equal to 0 or y is greater than or equal to 0, so it means we need to consider the entire bounded form. So it means theta is from 0 to 2 pi. Next is, by change of variable x as u minus v, y as a u plus v in double integration, the integrand xy changed to this, then what is the value of j? Simply we need to find the Jacobian. So x कैसे given है? u minus v, y as u plus v. Now x, y are depending upon uv. How to write the Jacobian? That is partial of xy by partial of uv. This is determinant partial derivative of x with respect to u, partial derivative of x with respect to v. Then y with respect to u, y with respect to v. This is equal to partial derivative of x with respect to u is 1, with respect to v minus 1, partial derivative of y with respect to u 1, y with respect to v 1. Now take determinant 1 minus minus 1, this is equal to 2. So the value of Jacobian in this case is 2.